Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a gentle river, there lived a young man named Arjun. He was kind-hearted, intelligent, and full of dreams, but he bore a habit that often held him back: procrastination. Every time an opportunity arrived at his doorstep, Arjun would delay and tell himself, "I'll do it later." And later almost never came. One morning, Arjun's school teacher announced a village writing competition, the winner of which would be taken to the city and introduced to great scholars. Arjun loved writing, and deep inside, he believed this could be the path to fulfilling his dream of becoming a storyteller. His hands tingled with excitement when he heard the news, but as always, he said, "It's a week away. I'll start tomorrow." The first day passed, and he decided to rest. Why hurry, he thought. The second day, he told himself he needed inspiration before writing. By the third day, he convinced himself he would write better closer to the deadline, when the pressure was high. Days slipped away like sand between his fingers, and before he knew it, there was only one evening left. Flustered and filled with panic, Arjun sat by a small lamp that flickered in the night. He tried to write, but his mind was crowded with fear, regret, and frustration. His sentences stumbled, his stories lost their beauty, and his heart grew heavy. The next morning, Arjun arrives at school unprepared for the writing competition. As the teacher instructs the children to begin, Arjun freezes with fear, his mind clouded and unable to think clearly. Minutes slip away, and before he realizes it, the time is over. He had only scribbles that made no sense. When he went to submit, he was told he was too late. The bell had already rung, and the entries had closed. Disheartened, Arjun wandered to the riverbank. There, an old monk sat under a tree, smiling gently as if he already knew Arjun's story. The monk asked, "Why does your spirit look so burdened, young man?" Tears welled in Arjun's eyes, and he confessed everything: his delay, his regret, and how he had let procrastination steal his chance. The monk listened silently before picking up a pebble and tossing it into the river. Ripples spread across the water. "Do you see that?" the monk asked. "Every action you take now, however small, creates ripples in your life. Delay, and the river flows without you. Time never waits." His words pierced Arjun's heart like truth he had long ignored. Arjun asked, "But I failed, didn't I?" "The chance is gone." The monk smiled. "Failure is not in missing one chance. It is in deciding never to try again. The world offers chances every day, but only to those who act in the moment. The greatest thief of dreams is not failure, but waiting for tomorrow." From that day, Arjun made a vow. Whenever he felt the urge to say, "I'll do it later," he reminded himself of the ripples in the river. He began writing daily, sometimes just a page, sometimes more, His work improved, his confidence grew, and people in the village admired his dedication. Years later, when another scholar visited the village, Arjun was ready. He didn't wait for tomorrow this time. He handed over his collection of stories without hesitation, and the scholar was deeply moved. Soon, Arjun's writings traveled far beyond the hills and river, inspiring thousands. His words became a torch for others, reminding them not to waste the precious gift of time. And so the boy who once lost because of procrastination became a man who taught others through his own story that the moment to act is always now. Every heartbeat is a chance, and every chance is a seed. If you sow it today, tomorrow will bloom with flowers of success. The river kept flowing, as time always does. But Arjun learned to flow with it and not against it. And in the flow, he found his destiny.